temperatures peaking into the 40s here. That's the river cam. Now we got some members of the Rockford Robotics team joining us here. They've had quite a successful run so far this year. Got a few trophies to talk about and plaques as well. All right, first I want everyone to, one at a time, introduce yourselves and tell me what school you got, because Rockford Robotics represents a lot of schools in Northern Illinois. You go ahead.
Well, my name is Micah, and I am homeschooled.
Okay, and what is your main responsibility with Rockford Robotics?
Well, during competition, I go into the pit area and scout different robots.
Oh, you're a spy then, huh?
Yeah.
Wow, nice. How about you?
My name is Asia. I'm from Harlem Middle, and my purpose on the team was being a machinist, and during competition, I was scouting like Micah.
Okay, all right, and you?
I'm Annie. I'm from Stone Valley High School, and I do marketing and media.
Marketing and media. You got all the gambits covered here.
My name is Lily. I go to Belvedere North High School, and my main goal, I actually have a few main goals actually. I am a safety captain on a team.
Mm-hmm.
I helped a lot in the marketing and media aspect of things with Annie, and I also did a lot of scouting in the pits as well. And I was on the field with the team participating during competition.
All right, and you, sir, over there with the computer.
My name's Connor. I worked a lot with design of the robot, programming, and I'm the driver of the robot.
And what high school are you from, or school are you from?
I'm from Stone Valley High School as well.
Okay. All right, let's talk about some of these plaques. You've been to Duluth, you've been to, Peoria lately. Mm-hmm. All right, who wants to show off the hardware here? What have we got? What have we got for trophies here?
Austin, do you want to do it?
Go ahead.
What we have is excellent in engineering, which we got from Duluth. Another one we got was the Quality Award, which was from CIR or from Peoria. And another one was we got into finals at Peoria too.
At Peoria. That was the last competition you guys were in. Okay.
Yep.
All right, so what is a robotics competition? Teams are all given a task or two to make a robot to do, right? Is that simply it?
So yeah, the first Saturday in January, unless it's New Year's and they mess around with that a little bit, but the first Saturday in January is what we call kickoff day. And so basically us as a team will sit down all together and there's like this global live stream that goes on. And so we'll sit down as a team and watch that and then start brainstorming. And like we'll get all the rules, the game set,
and
like all of that.
And the robots have to do a certain tasks.
Yeah.
Like what are the tasks this year?
So this year there's a target that you have to shoot up into, so that's kind of the geometry of it.
Is that what you shoot this
Yeah.
thing?
So yeah. Note that we have that game piece is called the note because everything's based around because this year's game is called Crescendo.
Can you hold that for me?
And so yeah, a lot of things are based around like different music type things.
Oh, okay.
And so there's like 3 different shooting aspects in it, and then there's like this main part on each side that's called the stage that we can use our climbers and hang on those. Because there's a chain in the middle on all 3 sides that we can make a robot hang off of. So
now, can you? That's one of the tasks. Shooting. There's another. You pick up stuff too.
Yeah.
Okay.
So because we're only allowed to have one game piece at a time. So we pick up one from the bottom of a robot and we shoot it at the top.
Oh, okay. Now, and then are there competitions where you shoot out the closest to a target, shoot out as many as you can? Go ahead.
So during the actual match, it's 3 robots versus 3 robots.
Oh, man.
And the whole goal is to score as much points as you can. So there's different scoring elements, like shooting up into the speaker, they call it, or into the amp. So if you score in the amp, then you can amplify the speaker, which increases your points in the speaker, or the end game, which is climbing. So one thing they added this year was called Harmonize, where you could climb on the same chain with other robots, which was a difficult challenge because the chain drapes. It's a pretty big
Oh, the
drape.
okay.
But then you hook onto it and climb next to other robots, so the chain moves, and you just have to be ready for any position that it can be in.
Now, you spies, do you guys, you guys just say, "Ooh, hey, we got to get some of that for our robot." How do you, is that what you do? You're taking notes there, taking
Yeah.
pictures with your camera?
Well, yes, but scouting's also more since
Oh,
we don't.
scouting, I'm sorry,
Scouting,
I said
yeah.
spies.
Yeah, but we actually go up to the teams and ask if we can ask questions about their robots.
Okay.
So
Now,
because we don't
do
know.
other teams ask you guys?
Yeah.
Yes.
And you
It's-
say
it's
that-
a two-way street when it comes to
You're
scouting.
not getting the stuff from me.
But with scouting,
Zip it. Zip it.
it's a two-way street when it comes to scouting because,
Okay.
like, yeah, we'll go up to other teams and ask them questions, and they'll come up to us. And
Now, do you start from scratch, or does the competition say, "Here's what these are the components you have, apply them to a robot and make it do," or you have to build all of this from scratch?
So the main thing that carries over would be the control system, but that's really it. So the control system that I'm referencing would be the RoboRio, so the brain of the robot, but
Okay.
everything mechanically is completely custom.
So what you do, all of this is what you guys designed
Yep.
and thought of
Yeah.
and worked with and experimented with
Yep.
Yes.
between, what, January 1st and when the competition started?
So kickoff this year was actually January 6th.
Okay,
So and from there we had 6 weeks to build a
6
robot.
weeks.
Yep.
Wow, that's some work.
Yeah.
Well, does this move? Obviously, it moves. It's got. Let's just
Yep.
move it around a little bit.
All
Then
right,
we'll do
turn it around.
some of the competitions here. And so, how fast can it go?
This thing is really fast. I
Power
actually
cycle it
don't know
real
how
quick,
fast it can
but
go.
It can go about 13 feet per second.
13 feet per second.
Yeah.
That doesn't help me much. I'm kind of a miles an hour guy.
Pretty quick.
Okay.
It'll bite your ankles if you get
Oh
too
well,
close.
okay. So if you're not awake, it'll nip you, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
And it turns then obviously because you have to shoot at different things, right?
Yep.
Okay. It's not doing anything right now.
Yeah.
Oh, we're rebooting. We're
Yeah, I'll have to
rebooting.
connect to it again. It emergency stopped.
Okay. We'll put it through the paces here and do a little demonstration about what you guys have been doing. What further competitions do you have coming up yet?
So we are actually done for right now for season competitions, but we in July we do have an off season coming up, which is the Rock River.
Oh yeah, they
off-season
have the big
competition.
competition I think over at
Yeah, it's gonna be at OVC.
yeah. That's always
uh,
that's a good one.
That's
Yeah.
what, July 20
You're firing
something.
gearing up for that one.
It's gonna be
Yeah.
a Saturday. I know that much.
Okay,
but-
all right. I think it's the lights are flashing.
Yeah, you
it
ready
is
to
a
come
pretty
on?
cool looking thing. I mean, and that's probably helps get you all these neat awards, all the light show
Yeah.
here. But let's see it in action. We'll take a break and we'll demonstrate Lucky, the Rockford Robotics team robot when we come right back.